Diane in Denmark here, and welcome back to another video in Flylady Zone 4. I was in here on Monday and I showed you that I was doing a bit of detail cleaning, show you what was in my cleaning caddy. If you missed it, you can always go back. I'll put a playlist. If you're wondering about these playlist things, there's either information in the video information, beside the comments, or if you actually click on the top right hand corner, you'll find the links. So anyway, I've decided to do a little declutter in here today, and I'm going to do something that's difficult for me because I know decluttering is difficult for a lot of you, and whether it's books or knickknacks or kids' clothes, but you know, this is why I'm making these videos. I make them in real time so that you can see that by setting your timer for 15 minutes, the decluttering process is a bit easier. We're not doing the whole bedroom, and today I'm not decluttering all of my jewellery. I'm just working for 15 minutes, and I've got a couple of tips along the way. And while we are in zone 4, which is the bedroom, I just wanted to talk like for 1 minute about dressing to shoes. The Flylady routines is all about getting dressed to shoes, be ready for the day. And you don't have to do the full makeup thing and jewellery. I do that even if I'm working from home, because it makes me feel like I am ready to do business. I'm ready to get on with my day, and I can get so much more done. The way I do it, if you've seen before, is I've got this, I put up a couple of hooks on the back of the bedroom door. I'll show you one more time because I get questions all the time about, if you've seen my posts on Instagram, how it looks like it does. So I've got 2 hooks, one a bit underneath the other, and on one hanger I put my trousers or my pants, and on the other hanger I put my outfit for the next day, right down to jewellery, and I also normally hang my unmentionables, my undergarments on here as well. But I'm not showing you those today, so don't worry. It's all very clean and family orientated. So that's how I hang my outfits. And as you'll see on Instagram, I post the day before what I'm wearing the next day. Now, for me, it works to look at my outfit when I'm putting away the day's laundry. When I first started Flylady, I did the thing, because it's in the Flylady routines as part of the evening routine. That doesn't work for me because when we get to the evening, my energy is gone. So look at ways that you can do. For me, it makes sense when I'm putting away the morning's laundry as part of my morning routine. I'm in, the master bedroom, putting away my unmentionables and my jeans and whatever. And it makes sense for me to do it right there and then, instead of having to come back later, when I'm cooking dinner and I'm tired and I just want to put on my fluffy slippers. My outfit is already done. So just think about how you can do that for yourself. I know some of the ladies that I was mentoring when I was a mentor at Flylady Premium, they didn't see they couldn't see how much it was going to benefit them by having their outfit ready, because they thought they were stay-at-home mums or work-at-home mums. But I know just the fact that they actually did the same thing as me and just put it on a hook on the bedroom door, just the fact of waking up and seeing that it's ready, it just makes the day start so much easier. So anyway, and as always, I'm not here to dictate what you should do. I'm just showing you what I do, and hopefully give me a wee bit of encouragement and a rah with some pom-poms. But anyway, let's go on with a wee declutter, because I said I was going to do jewellery. And I love my jewellery, I wear a lot of jewellery, and all questions about this one, they're just paste, they're not kind of any special, but they are very cheery and they do look like cherries. Anyway, let me just move the camera back and I'll start the timer, and then let's go. Right, I hope you can see here. I'm going to start off with my necklaces. If we get further than the necklaces, well and good. If we don't do that in 15 minutes, it doesn't matter, we'll get there another time. I've got my necklaces in here now. Our wardrobes are built-in closet. This is from the same year as the house, 1933, and we haven't changed anything since. So they're a bit shabby, but you know, it works. And what I've done is this is actually a pot stand from IKEA that I have hanging on hooks, and then I've put more hooks because I know I have a lot of jewellery, but don't judge. You may have papers, books, as I said, knickknacks, shoes. Right, and what I do is I have them by colour. So I have all my turquoise ones. And anyway, I'm just going to dive in, and I am ready. I've got a couple of bags, because I've got a bag for recycling. I actually already found a couple of old plastic hairbrushes that belong to my daughter. Those are going to plastic recycling. And also, when I was in here last night, I decluttered the chocolates, you know, that Mum always gives me at Christmas, that I have in my bedside cabinet. So this box can now go for recycling, plastic and cardboard. And the other thing I have here is I've got a bag for stuff that's going to go to the next clothes swap party, because most of the things that I give away, they go to the charity shop, you know, the thrift store. But if it's clothes, makeup, accessories, they go to the little clothes swap parties that I have with the international ladies here in Copenhagen. So anyway, I've got my bag here, and I actually found, you know, when we're talking about this, every time you open a cupboard or every time you open a drawer or a cabinet, see if there's something in there that you're not using or needs to be recycled. And I found this dry shampoo, and I think where I bought it from my daughter, but it's it's got a brown colour in it. Nobody likes it, so that's going to go to the clothes swap. So that can immediately go in my little bag for the clothes swap. So I'm just going to, you know, work along. Now, all these necklaces I wear, and you will have seen those on Instagram or me wearing them. Now these ones, this one, I think I got at a charity shop, and you know what, I never wear it. So that one's going to go out. It's a bit weird. I don't know, I think it's, you know, like somebody had made it out of an old pair of tights and beads, you know, when there was that thing about 2 years ago on Pinterest with weird stuff you could do. Okay, that's for my friend Sue. I really like that one. That's a green one, but that's kind of summery colours. So, get it all caught up. There we are. And this one, oh, this is my new one that I got from my friends that I used to work with in Luxembourg for my 50th. So that kind of gets pride of place at the moment. And this is one that got a clothes swap party. I haven't worn it yet. And you know what? I have this kind of rule. If I haven't worn it from one clothes swap party to the next, back it goes. Even if you get something in a charity shop or a clothes swap party, if you haven't, you know, if it's taking up space and you're not using it, you know, give it to somebody else and let them enjoy it. So what I'm going to do with this one, this is going to be in a pile of things that I'm going to try and use within the next couple of weeks. And if I don't, out it goes. It is cute, but with the long thing on it. That. Okay, I hope I'm not being too squeaky here. The floors are from 1933 as well. Right, these ones, yeah, I use all of these. And this is another one that came from the clothes swap party. And I've tried to wear it, but it's too fussy for me. So that's definitely going back to clothes swap party. I fixed it, so now it's working again. But there's too much going on. And you know, I'm now 50 years old, and I've got a much better idea of what suits me and what doesn't suit. And that one, I'm just not going to wear. Right. These ones, yeah, those are more things that I wear kind of in the spring, but those are keepers. And these ones I love. And it's funny, I get an awful lot of comments from you about my jewellery, and often, you know, I got this one when I was in my wee trip in Brussels, and I think it cost something like €3, which is about like £3, is that right? £3 in UK money, $4. So often when I'm on a trip, you know, when we're on vacation, I don't buy like knickknacks that say, you know, a t-shirt from Benidorm. Quite often I buy a tea towel, because then it kind of reminds me of the trip and it's something practical. Or sometimes I buy a piece of jewellery. Anyway, that was an expensive one, but it's a really nice one. Right, this is all silver things. And I really love this one. You see me wearing this one all the time. It's kind of great. This came from Marks and Spencer's. And this one, yeah, I think I'll keep it. It's quite kind of, I quite like graphic shapes. So you may have seen me wearing this one last week, and I haven't worn this for years. I think I got it in a Scottish supermarket. I think it came from Asda, to be honest, and I haven't worn it for years, but actually I really am back into wearing it again, so you'll be seeing that one. So that can kind of go with that. And these ones I use a lot. Right, where are we? Oh, in this row here. Right, all my blue ones, yeah, I love it. And look, I've got the blue. they're beginning to multiply, these ones. I like my blue necklaces. Right, and then what's this one? Okay, these are kind of red. And this one I got at Clothes Swap Party. And it's a kind of Bordeaux colour, but you know what, it just hasn't, I've worn it a couple of times, but I'm not mad about it, and I'm much better in this colour of red. So that's going back to the Clothes Swap Party. And this one, I never wear it because it's too short, but I quite like the red, the little red heart, and I have a lot of things with hearts, like the necklace that I'm wearing tomorrow. That one I'm going to put on a consider pile, because I might keep the red heart, but not use the string thing that it's on. So that's to think about. Okay, my yellow ones I love, and this actually, I think it belonged to my granny. My granny loved jewellery. She was she wore a lot of colour, and she always had her red lipstick on, and, you know, green gloves and green earrings. She was very glamorous, my granny. And I think this belonged to her, so that's probably like from the 1950s. It's almost falling apart, but I do like it, and it's a very cheery necklace. I mean, who wouldn't be cheery watching this this colour of yellow? And I actually quite often wear that in the summer, you know, just with a white top. Right, black ones. Yeah, you've seen me wearing this 100 times. Yeah, all these ones are keepers. Yeah. I've done this one. Now these ones, I like this one. It's a silver one, it's a Danish one, and it's one of those that is just one single chain, and you kind of wrap it round to suit yourself. That one I like, and I do wear in the summer. But this one here, it was one that belonged to my daughter, and it's not kind of shiny enough for me, so that one's going to Clothes Swap. Oh my goodness, I'm doing well. I am doing well, go me. And remember, if you've got things, you're probably not decluttering jewellery today, but if you have things that you're not sure about, don't panic and think that you have to get rid of it. You know, if you can, maybe get yourself, an old shoebox, put the items into the shoebox, and then write a date in your diary, in your calendar, in your planner, and say, check the box, because, you know, if you haven't looked in that box in 2 months' time, the chances are you aren't really missing the item, and you can give it away, okay? So you don't need to kind of take things and just get rid of them immediately. That's not what we're about. Right, where did I get to? Oh, this is another weird kind of graphic one. It's kind of half mirrors. I'm not sure if I'll keep that, so that might go. Right, where do we get to? I've lost the plot now. There we are. Yeah, and remember, don't go judging me. You know, I wear a lot of this jewellery. And if you've got like 10,000 books that you're not reading and are getting dusty, then don't go on to me. Right, all of these, you see me wearing a lot. White ones, white and cream. Yeah. And this one I had on the other day. That was another clothes swap. And this one I got it at the charity shop, and it's a bit weird. And I think I'm going to give that to the clothes swap party because it's a bit too kind of frou-frou for me. I'm not really that type. So that's another clothes swap. But this is the thing with the Flylady system. You know, if you have stuff and you enjoy using it or enjoy looking at it, then you get to keep it. You don't, you know, that there's this misconception with Flylady that you have to chuck everything out. No, we're just getting rid of the stuff that we don't use or like or want. Right, all these ones are classics. You see me wearing them all the time. And quite often, some of the jewellery that I've got that I love the most, it hasn't, you know, it's not been expensive stuff. This is one that my daughter won in Tivoli at one of those fishing things, you know, with the magnets and the fish. She won that for me. So it probably cost about, you know, 10 pence to make. Right, where we get to? Okay, and these are my grey ones. Yeah, I like my grey jewellery. I wore this one the other day, so I like that. Those are keepers. And this is another, yeah, I wear these ones, but not this one. And again, it's a bit too, there's a bit too much going on. It's a bit too, yeah, it's, I like the silver, but no. Back to the clothes swap party. And that's the great thing if you're having a clothes swap party, that you get to kind of try things, have some new jewellery or shoes or makeup, and then decide, you know, do I want to keep this, do I not want to keep it, and then, you know, put it back into circulation again for the others to use. Right, that's done. Okay, these are all my wooden ones, and this is one of my favourite ones that you've seen me wearing a lot. And it's this part is from as a Danish designer, and I really like it because, you know, it's a heart, but it's quite thick, and inside the heart there's actually space to put some coins or put some sweets. Quite often I keep sweets in there. True story. Me and my sweets, I love my sweets. Right, and this one I was wearing yesterday, so all of those are keepers. And gosh, I'm just beginning to think that actually, oh yeah, I was beginning to think, did I switch on the timer? Because it seems like I've got loads of time. 2 minutes left. Okay, getting to the end now. And this one, okay. Now, this necklace I like, but it's a real pain in the neck because it is so thin that often gets tangled up, but that's why I like to have things on hooks. Now this one I'm keeping because I like it because it is so kind of thin and simple. But this one, I bought this in a charity shop a long time ago, and I do like it, but I'm not sure. The only other thing I was thinking, I'll sit on the fence with this one. I'll give it another couple of weeks. The only thing I was thinking was it would be quite good, you know, if I'm going kind of like Lucia bride, you know, the Lucia procession, or, you know, in Sweden for the summer, for midsummer. I'll have to think about that. It's kind of too chunky for me, and it sits too low down on the neck. So, and I'm on the fence about that one. And the last, is the last, oh, yeah, oh gosh, I'm at the end. Okay, this is a big necklace. I don't wear very often. And this one, oh gosh, I bought this thing at a charity shop, and I put it on a black piece of velvet, and I've worn it once or twice. I think that's going to be a giveaway. And this isn't actually a necklace, but it's quite good if you're going to a concert or something, because you can just put your money and your telephone in here, and I thought it was really cute because I like the black and the lace. Right, my goodness, I did it. Go me, go me. I've been through my jewellery. I hope you managed to get through your stuff. I'll show you my earrings, my scarves another time. The main thing is that you just set your timer. Look at that, I've got 3 seconds left on the timer. Yay! Can't get my arms down, as they say in Danish. I've got a few things for the clothes swap party. Oh, this one as well. Getting them all in. And the things for the clothes swap party, somebody asked me the other day how I store those. I've got a big IKEA bag in the basement ready for the clothes swap party. And also in my wardrobe here, I always keep you know, some kind of plastic bag, you know, an old bag, so that if, you know, I'm putting away laundry and I think, do I really want to keep this top or, you know, socks or whatever it is, then, you know, I can just put it straight in the giveaway. Oops, sorry, got cut off there. Anyway, I'm going to stop it now. I've done my 15 minutes. I get to stop. I get to give myself a wee pat in the back. And I've got these 3 or 4 things that I'm not quite sure about, but they get to go in the I'm thinking about them, and it just gives me a little bit of leeway. You know, it's not like I'm not having to get rid of them right here and now. Anyway, that was it for me. Diane in Denmark, have a fantastic day. It's Wednesday today, anti-procrastination day, so if there's something that you've been putting off, like decluttering jewellery, for example, or something else, now is the time. Okay, live long and prosper. May the hookah be with you, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.